Just got done doing a live stream with Red Pill. Oh my goodness. Red Pill Spill. I'm sorry. And I love the guy. He's great. I like the way he presents information. I like his perspective, and I like the way he talks. But that's on Instagram, by the way. I used to have a video on this forever ago, and I wanted to make a quick one on it again today. This video is about fear, what you've been indoctrinated with, the way you've been taught to respond to things, and the first response emotion is what I like to call it, because they've programmed you to respond to everything with fear and then through fear. But what is fear is what I'm here to talk about from my perspective. To me, fear is an acronym because I've learned some pretty cool things, and apparently there was no word for fear for a really long time. And that's because many ancients, there wasn't a lot of words for the words that we have today. And they didn't believe, there was an ancient belief, and it's all part of almost any culture who practiced oneness. And that belief was false evidence appearing real. I'm not going to edit it out. I never edit my mistakes, but I just totally killed the punchline. That's what fear is. The belief that was actually practiced by all of the cultures, or a lot of, I can't say all of them because I didn't live there and I didn't partake in every culture of oneness, was if you didn't give it a name, it really couldn't exist. Because if you didn't give it a name, it didn't get a definition, and then it wasn't taught or passed along, which is actually brilliant. And I think that's why there's so many labels and boxes and everything on things these days. More ways to just pass on bullshit to confuse you and that really aren't real, Maya. But the point is what is fear? I kind of ruined it already. It's false evidence appearing real. And if you were to ever meditate on it or close your eyes and think about it, think back to a time when you were a child, right? And you were like scared of a boogeyman or something in the closet when you're trying to go to bed or alone watching a movie. The point is like, if you remember, even if you had fear last night, go to any example you can. It's false evidence appearing real. No matter what it is, it hasn't happened yet, and it's not happening. No joke. Let's say, for example, there's a gun to your head, right? Do that, right? And you're sitting there shaking. Ooh, you're pissing yourself. You got piss running down your leg and shit. Why? What are you really scared of? You're scared of death, but the gun hasn't fired yet, so what is there really to fear? If you were in the present moment, you'd immediately see that. And if you were in the present moment and the perpetrator's holding the gun isn't, you own that entire situation. You control it in every way. You really do, because you can do a million different things to change the outcome of that situation, because that's the thing. The perp, his thoughts aren't in the present moment. They're in the future or they're in the past. He's panicking. He doesn't really know what to do. And if you're an aware and conscious person, you automatically know how easy it is and how to manipulate a situation when you're there. Most people aren't there. Believe it or not, police officers are trained this. An officer, there's two fucked up things a cop does to you when he pulls you over in your vehicle. The first thing is he says, "Why do you know why I pulled you over?" If you don't say anything other than like, "I don't consent," or "I don't know why you're impeding my traveling," stuff like that, unless you know the way to counter it, you're probably going to say, "Well, no, why?" Or, "What, was I speeding?" Or, "I wasn't speeding." Like, anything is an admittance. You're accepting him to investigate your vehicle. To create a incrimination scene, because that's what they do. They're incriminating you on purpose. They will create an incrimination. Even if you know you're wrong, completely right, and he's wrong, he'll still write you the fucking ticket. He'll tell you to take it up with the judge. But the point is your cop's going to get your ID, and as soon as he gets your ID, he's going to ask you, "Is this where you live, at this address?" He's speaking legalese to you, and he's creating a scenario. If you say, "Yeah, that's my address," or "Yeah, I live there," you just admitted that you're not present there on scene at that location. You just admitted to not being there. You're living, or you're alive, at another place. So what this does is, it not only, to him, it validates your representation of a corporatizer account or a corpse, and now you're under the corpse system or common law, But he now is able to do what he wants to at will because there's only a dead body here, nobody present. No joke. That's why they're defended by this and they can do this and get away with it. Cops operate under operate under qualified immunity. They aren't diplomatic immunity, so become a diplomat and you can shit all over them. As soon as they pull you over, you just got to be like, hey, bro, I'm headed to a meeting. There you go. So I got to say, they can't pull you over and they can't impede you if you're on your way to or from a meeting because you're a politician. Or you can have, the foreign diplomat immunity if you can claim yourself as your own nation, if you know what I'm talking about. Some of you might. And if you can do that, then you're definitely untouchable by any form of law. So with that being said, I want to throw one more fun fact out there. 95% of police officers are Freemasons. No fucking joke. They recruit from directly within it. I can show you at least 7 testimonies from 7 different Freemasons who've left it. Like they got out of it. They couldn't get too far of it, including 2 of them being Master Masons, making it way up there. And them eventually changing. Even Aleister Crowley on his deathbed immediately revoked, recanted, and, fucking cried and all that dumb shit. I think before we die, we connect back to source. So then you're able to then you'd regret everything. But the point I want to get to is you can actually Google it, or y'all can actually research it, or if you really want, just DM me and say, what do you mean cops are 95% of Freemasons? And I'll send you some of the testimonies. That's all I can present, really, the testimonies of these people who are all ex-cops and Freemasons, and they will tell you, cops are like, if you're a cop and you fit that sociopath profile and you're like, wow, he's really good. He gets a lot of tickets. He has no problem incriminating people, hurting people, arresting these homeless. He has no problem with lying on a report, doing fucked up things. Absolutely send him to the Brotherhood. For real, because every captain and person in position of a power anywhere, every magistrate, they all fucking suck some secret societal dick somewhere. So it's honest to God truth. I know it, you know it, we all know it. Fuck these fucking cocksuckers. That's all they are, little tiny dick faggots. And please excuse me for my vocabulary. I was a sailor for a really long time, so I have a sailor mouth. And that's just how I feel about it. And there's no lack of a better word, because those are that's the only time those words should be used, are towards those type of people and those type of actions. They do sick and grotesque things. So just a bunch of random thoughts. Fear, false evidence appearing real. Bro, cops are so scared to get sued for their tickets. They're chumps. They're garbage. They're garbage. You can sue a cop for writing you a ticket. No joke. Also, one thing I wanted to point out, there's actually laws in every state, including a federal law that was a Supreme Court ruling. You have the right to stop an arrest if it's unlawful. So if you see someone using excessive force, like we do on these videos with people like getting killed, or little girls getting the shit beat out of them, where the fuck is y'all's mind? Why am I the only person who feels like I'd charge down a cop and knock him the fuck out? For real, because I would. If y'all knew me, y'all could, bro, let a cop just walk through my drum circle. Not my drum circle. We all participate, but I call it this drum circle I attend. Let them even come through it, bro. I immediately start recording them, and they flee instantly because they can't be walking through a public scene armed, because a drum circle is a religious activity. Do you know that you can't bring a gun into a church or a bar? Think about that. Dude, they violate their own laws every day, just showing up there without a report. All you gotta do is walk up to the cop and say, what report are you here for? I'm gonna go CPI these records. There better be a report. You're policing, and if you're policing without a crime in progress or reported, you're violating my amendment rights. You're violating that thing they call the Constitution that was created so this tyranny doesn't exist on this soil. But see, that's the thing. Cops are, 1, allowed to legally lie to you, and 2, they operate under qualified immunity. And because you're a dead human legally means dead monster lost at sea, who are you to tell them what to do? All you need is the right ID and the right card. You can tell them, get the fuck out of there, or you'll own them in court tomorrow. I'll have you in court by the end of the week. And I'll be pressing criminal charges after I press my civil suit. That's a really cool thing. You can sue someone civilly, and then now you can press criminal charges on them for that. No joke. You can't be charged for the same crime twice, right? But a civil suit isn't a charge. Just learn the law. It's actually really simple, and it is there for you. And if you use it and you know it, you can own everything around you. With that being said, I don't use half of it. I will only step into law when I need it to defend myself from a cop or a situation. Other than that, laws don't exist to me. Fuck them. It's all stupid. That's for the sheep. It's not for the shepherds, and I'm here to shepherd myself to where I need to be. So this has been Nobody with a random fear video that's turned into a 11-minute video, it looks like, on all kinds of weird random stuff. So I hope you had your pen and paper. Next time I'll just have to start having my Wheaties and scripting out some things, because I always go way off topic and add way too much. This was originally supposed to be like a 2 or 3 minute video, but I haven't made any of my other videos upon my request. I've been really busy. I'm trying to settle accounts and stuff, and there was a holiday Monday, and they've shut down all the piers and all the beaches still, so I can't really get to the things I need to show you my proof about flat earth for those who want to know about the questions they asked in the comments in previous videos about why is the sky blue and this and that. So I guess I could still make the sky blue video, but yeah, I'll do that here later tonight maybe if I get a second wind. With all my lovers' respects, may your every positive thought come true, and be spirit, my friends.